What is up, everyone? It's your boy, Tony Massey, coming at you live from my kitchen. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm doing a very special show tonight of Tony Massey Cooks. I am really excited about tonight because I think tonight is going to be a lot of fun. Number one, you are going to watch me live cook one of my favorite dishes, something that I always order when I'm in the restaurants, when I go to, especially to Italian restaurants. I always order this because I absolutely love it. It is pasta carbonara. Now, I'm going to be doing a little different take on it. So for the purists out there who, your carbonara only has pasta and only has the prosciutto, only has the main staple ingredients, I want to apologize to you right now because this isn't the authentic old world dish. I've taken this up a notch because I'm going to be adding some mushrooms. I'm going to be adding some shrimp. I'm also going to be adding a little garlic, some basil, and some red pepper flakes. So if you're a purist and you only like your carbonara the way you like your carbonara, then this might not be the recipe for you. But for everybody else, I want you to follow me as I make this very creamy, very delicious dish. You're absolutely going to love this. I got 2 cameras set up here. Let me put my other one up. Boom. So here's all of our ingredients. So if you follow me on TikTok, then you know what time it is. Right about now, I say assemble your ingredients. And that's exactly what I've done here. So what we have here is, of course, I got about a pound of shrimp here. This shrimp has been cleaned and deveined. I have about a 1/4 cup of prosciutto. Now, authentic carbonara uses guacamole. It's a really delicious, it's the jawbone of the jaw of the pig. But you can also use prosciutto because it's really hard to find. I have 2 egg yolks, and then I have 2 whole eggs. I have a 1/2 cup of Pecorino Romano cheese. I have about 2 tablespoons of basil. I have 3 cloves of minced garlic, some red pepper flakes. I got some mushrooms here. These are portobello mushrooms. And then I got some extra Pecorino Romano just to top it off with when I'm done. So the first thing we're going to do is prepare our water. Now, my water is already boiling. When you're boiling water for pasta, stop putting olive oil in your water. You're not doing anything good there. Salt your water. And you want to do about 2 or 3 tablespoons of water, depending on how much of salt, depending on how much pasta you're making. So I put about 3 pinches in there, probably about 2 tablespoons of salt. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and add in my pasta. Now, I'm adding my pasta because my water is already boiling. You don't want to add the pasta until the water is boiling. Now, once I add this pasta, we're going to al dente. That means it's not going to be fully cooked. It's going to have a little bite to it because we're going to continue cooking it in the pan, okay? So speaking of the pan, let's go ahead and get the prosciutto started. That's the first thing we're going to do. So I'm going to turn my my pan on here. Got so many things going on here. Go. Put it on about medium high temperature. And I'm going to add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Prosciutto doesn't really have a lot of high fat content, so I'm going to have to add a little oil to the pan and let that heat up. And I'm going to go ahead and cook my prosciutto in that pan. Now, I want in the comments, have you had carbonara before? When you had it, did you enjoy it? You may have had carbonara before, and sometimes people confuse carbonara with Alfredo. Those are two very different sauces. The biggest difference between Alfredo and carbonara is that you'll notice there is no cream or milk. So no cream or milk goes into carbonara. The creaminess comes from the eggs and, believe it or not, from the pasta water. So as my pan heats up, I'm going to go ahead and add my prosciutto to the pan. And I'm just going to let that crisp up really good. I'm also going to go ahead and give my spaghetti a stir. Spaghetti works best with carbonara. You can use fettuccine as well, but your cooking time is going to be a little bit longer. I like to use spaghetti with my carbonara. It actually gives me, because I want the sauce to soak up. It's just not really a saucy dish. So it doesn't need to sit in sauce, kind of like Alfredo does. Hope everyone's having a good time tonight. I'm really excited about you joining me while I'm getting my prosciutto crisped. I'm going to take this opportunity to remind you that on Monday nights at 8 p.m., Real Shop Talk. That's when me and 4 other brothers come together, grown men, no agenda. We're talking about the things that are plaguing men. So manhood, brotherhood, fatherhood, all of the hoods. We're talking about it every Monday night, 8 p.m. It's me, Tony Watts, my man John Singletary, Derek Jones, the Gunter man himself. The Gunter man himself is going to be in the house, Mr. Rick Gunter. All 5 of us sharing a platform, just coming together and just throwing a topic out there and just waxing poetic, talking shop. And a lot of people have enjoyed it so far. If you have an opportunity, we do have a Facebook page, Real Shop Talk. Make sure you join the page. We're interacting with you on there. We're also asking some questions, and you can give us some topics if you want. And this is definitely an interactive thing. We don't want to just do the show and leave you out of it. We want you to be a part of it. So again, I'm just gonna work this this prosciutto around, and it smells really good. I love the way prosciutto smells. And I want this to be nice and crispy. You can also use bacon. If you can't get your hands on prosciutto, you can use bacon as well. Chop it up real fine. You'll get the same exact result. This is what's called one of those nothing in the house dishes, because as you can see from the ingredients list, there's not a lot of ingredients. And like I said, normally spaghetti carbonara doesn't have shrimp in it, or mushrooms for that matter. So you're pretty safe as it relates to just a few ingredients making an absolutely incredible meal. That's moving around really nice. I'm really, really happy with that. Get it nice and crispy. Now, some of this I'm going to leave in the pan, but I'm going to take some of this out of my pan and just set it to the side. And I'm going to top the carbonara with some of that cooked prosciutto. So I'm just going to set this to the side for now. Into my pan, along with my prosciutto, I'm going to go ahead and add my mushrooms. I'm also going to go ahead and add that garlic, 3 tablespoons of garlic. It's going to go in too. That sound means delicious. The thing I love about cooking is that cooking is an interactive activity. All of your senses should be involved. That's why you need to wash your hands before you cook, because you're going to have to touch the things you cook. You're going to have to taste it. You're going to have to smell it. Even the sound of it, all of that is going to be involved in this cooking process. This looks absolutely delicious already. We're just now getting started. All right. While that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and make the actual sauce that's going to go into the carbonara. And again, we're talking about really simple ingredients. I got 2 whole egg yolks. That's going to go into a bowl. And then I'm going to do a 1/2 cup of pepper romano cheese is going to go in. And then I'm putting 2 whole eggs in. So 2 egg yolks, 2 whole eggs. That's going in my bowl. I'm gonna add a pinch of salt. And then with a whisk, I'm just gonna work this around. And I just want to work it until it's nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Move my prosciutto and mushrooms and garlic around. If you can see, the bottom of my pan is starting to get some of that flavor gets stuck to it. I'm going to show you exactly how to get that off the bottom of your pan while you're cooking, and it's the best way to do it. You don't need a lot of exotic seasonings with pasta carbonara. The flavors are already there, so you don't have to go crazy with all of these exotic, crazy seasonings. This is cooking where you're letting the food be the star and not all of the ingredients, all the seasonings and all that stuff that you're putting into the food. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm going to work this until it's nice and smooth. That's perfect. It's almost going to be like a custard, a custardy consistency to it. Perfect. Now, as you can see here, my mushrooms are starting to soften. My prosciutto is really crispy the way I like it. Now, I told you before, I got this stuff at the bottom of my pan. Before I throw my shrimp in there, I'm going to use just a little bit of white wine. And I'm just going to pour that into the bottom of my pan. And as you can already see, that white wine is just going to pick all of that stuff up. Look at that. Look how clean the pan is. It's called deglazing. And it is the perfect way of getting all of that flavor, not wasting any of it. And the beauty of this is the wine is gonna evaporate, it's gonna cook away, and all you're gonna be left is with that flavor. So now I'm gonna go ahead and throw in my shrimp. I'm gonna add a pinch of salt. I'm also gonna add some cracked pepper. Now, at this point, my pasta should be getting close to being done. So I'm going to go ahead and top it off and turn off the heat. I want it to still cook, but I don't want it to overcook. Again, al dente is the goal here. And al dente means to the bite. This is beautiful right here. Absolutely beautiful. Moving that shrimp and pasta around. Oh, take it off the heat. There we go. Definitely a middle of the week type dish. Again, not a lot of ingredients are needed. So you're not slaving over a hot stove all night. This is something that you can put together as soon as you get home from work. The kids are going to be eating within 20, 25 minutes. So by the time they get their homework done, they're sitting in front of a very delicious meal. I was going to say nutritious, but it's not exactly nutritious, but it is delicious though. I'm just a sucker for pasta though. I absolutely love pasta. I know everyone is low carb and watching their carbs, but man, I can't do it. I love me some pasta. This is looking perfect. Just going to keep on moving around until that shrimp is completely cooked. Of course, we don't want to serve undercooked shrimp. And that's going to be our key to moving to the next step. If you haven't already, make sure that you are subscribed and make sure you're following me. Tony Massey Cooks on Instagram, Tony Massey Cooks on Facebook, Tony Massey Cooks on YouTube. Make sure you're following me because on there I'm putting a lot of these, a lot of my cooking stuff. And of course on TikTok, I got TikTok in the building over there. Of course on TikTok, follow me there. I'm trying my best to post as many little recipes as I can. I love making my little TikTok videos. And it's so funny. People are actually starting to not recognize me. I'm not famous or nothing, but they actually are starting to say, "Hey, I tried this dish that you made on TikTok and it was really good." And so that's pretty awesome. I love when people are trying my dishes out and they're enjoying it. All right, my shrimp are right there where I want them. So now I'm going to go ahead and remove the shrimp and the shrimp mixture from the pan. That's going to go into a bowl and set aside. Going to use it again here in a second. Not going to clean the pan. I want all of those bits in the pan. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take about a cup of pasta water, and I'm going to put it into this cup. I'm going to set it to the side. Now I'm going to go ahead and drain my pasta. And then my pasta, little undercooked, which is what I want, that's going to go right into that pan. Just like that. And I'm going to work that pasta around. I'm picking up all of that stuff that was in the pan, just like so. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of that pasta and I'm going to add it to my egg mixture. Just a little bit. Turn the heat down just a tad. And just move this around. And look how creamy that, oh God, that looks good. Now that's gonna go back into the pan. Get all of it, I don't wanna lose a drop. And I'm gonna add about a half a cup of that pasta water. Now I'm just gonna move that around. And as you can see, I got this nice and creamy, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Creamy, cheesy sauce, no milk. Absolutely not one drop of milk or cream. I'm gonna add a little more pasta water. The starch from the pasta water, that's the key. That's what's making it nice and creamy. Beautiful. Take my shrimp and my shrimp mixture, that's going back into the pan along with the pasta, moving that around. Perfect, 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 perfect. And ladies and gentlemen, we are done. It is time to plate. Grab myself a bowl. Here we go. Now, plating is everything. Don't take all of this effort and make this delicious dish and then just throw it on the plate. You want to make it appetizing. The best way to plate pasta is you're going to take your tongs, stick your tongs right, your tongs right in the middle of the pasta and just give it a twist, just like that. And then I'm going to get a big spoon, which I should have already had out, but I didn't. And I'm going to go under that little twist. And that's going right in the middle of my dish. Boom, just like that. Make sure I get plenty of shrimp on there. Just going to place them on there. Like so. Remember, I kept some of that prosciutto. I did that so that I could do this. Just gonna sprinkle a little prosciutto right on top. Oh, God, it was good. I'm gonna top with some fresh basil, a little more Peco Romano cheese, and boom, there you have it, folks. Shrimp and mushroom pasta carbonara. Let's see how long I've been on the live. Let me see. 21 minutes, 21 and a half minutes. Now, I did do some prep work. I had my water already boiling. I had already separated my eggs and all that good stuff. But for the most part, you know, you're looking at about a 25-minute dish that's absolutely amazing. I'm going to taste it. I don't want to tell you no lies. Let's get a little pasta on here. And it's just me and my wife, so you don't have to worry about me eating out the pot. I normally, if I was serving people, I would never do that. I did that. Absolutely delicious. Try it. I'm gonna go ahead and post the live on my YouTube page and on my Facebook page, so you can go back and watch it step by step, so you don't miss a step. And I want you to go ahead and give it a try. You can leave out the shrimp. You can even leave out the if you don't eat pork or whatever the case may be, you can leave out the bacon or the prosciutto as well. The star of the show here is that sauce, the eggs, the Peco Romano cheese, and then of course that starchy pasta water that makes it nice and creamy. And this is what you're left with. It's not dripping in sauce. It's holding on to the pasta really well. Put it over here. Holding on to the pasta really well. I'm gonna put some red pepper flakes on here. I like a little heat on mine. Great middle of the week dish. The other beauty of it is, look how much it made. So I could put this in the fridge. My wife and I could eat on that for the rest of the week. So take some to lunch, make all my coworkers jealous. That's what it's all about. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Now, if you enjoyed this, let me get the big camera up here. If you enjoyed this, but wish that you could have been cooking along with me, I have something for you. July the 10th, right around the corner, I have a virtual cooking class that I'm going to be hosting. And in that class, it's going to run about 60 to 90 minutes because we're going to go from prep all the way to serving. I'm going to give you a list of ingredients so that when I say assemble your ingredients, you can assemble your ingredients along with me. And you'll get access to the Zoom and we'll start together. And I'm going to walk you through every single part of the process. You're cooking with me. This is a great date night. This is a great just hang out and chill night. This is better than Netflix because at the end, you're not just watching someone cook. You actually get to taste it and you get to tell people, Tony Massey wasn't lying. That food is as good as he says it is. So if you're interested, hit me in the DMs. Hit me in the DMs on my Instagram, on my Facebook page. Send me a DM. I'll let you know what the price and all that good stuff is. Send you a packet that's going to have all of the ingredients in it. Going to have the Zoom access information in it. And then on July the 10th, and we're starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll walk through this whole dish. And that evening, we're going to be making garlic and herb butter chicken thighs. We're going to make some honey glazed carrots. And I'm going to show you how to saute the most delicious Brussels sprouts you've ever had. So if you're interested, please hit me up. I would love to share this really special evening with you. This is, again, your opportunity to cook along with me. So when you finish, we finish, and you get to eat, and we get to interact back and forth, which is going to be the best part. I've done this before, and it was so much fun. The people who were in on it, they had a blast. We made some dishes that they didn't even know they could make. I think we made jambalaya one time, Creole jambalaya, and this was some people up in New York, so they ain't never had good jambalaya, so I had to bless them with that real quick. So if you're interested, slide in the DMs on Instagram, Tony Massey Cooks, on Facebook, Tony Massey Cooks, and then of course follow me on YouTube, Tony Massey Cooks. So I hope you enjoyed yourself. I did. I really love this. This is my passion, and I'm so happy that I get to share that passion with you. So join me on Monday nights for Real Shop Talk. Five brothers talking shop. The way you can find it is Real Shop Talk on YouTube, or you can go to realshoptalk.net. Right there, you're going to have links to all of the shows. We've done 5 episodes, so go back and binge so that on Monday night, you're ready to go. You know who everyone is, and you know how everyone gets down, all right? So, again, thank you guys so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Massey Cooks on my Facebook page. Oh, that's not supposed to be there.